You can hear me, please. Please confirm you can hear me. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, everybody. Oh, Odomoyo, thank you for confirming that. Welcome. Guys, this is our grand finale. Where are our people? Where is everyone? If you know someone that should be here that isn't here, please go ahead and message them, reach out to them, tell them we're expecting them, tell them that we want to see everybody here present. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rosaline, and it is my honor to be your host for today's grand finale session. I'm glad to see all of us here. Adepoju Hebsiba, Odunayo, Akinremi, and Abato Kazim. Welcome. So let me know if you're going to be reaching out to anyone. Let me know in the chat. Are you texting someone now? Are you calling someone now? Let me know. Good evening, Abato. Good evening. Welcome. Yeah, I'm Rosalind, actually, not Chima. But thank you. Good evening. Welcome. Yes, good to have you all here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. All right. So let me know if we should wait, or let me know. Are you texting someone now? Are you reaching out to someone now? Just let me know. Just put something in the chat. Let me know. Okay, you're chatting someone on WhatsApp. That's good. Because we have to all be present. We have to be present. It's this is the grand finale. This is our graduation. Everybody has to be here. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So what we'll do is we just hold on, give ourselves another 3 minutes, wait for us to reach out to, everyone we're reaching out to. Okay, and then we'll be starting. I'll say 2 minutes. Let's say 7:04. Yeah. So please continue to reach out to someone, reach out to people you know should be here, so that we can all start on time. And by the way, guys, today is going to be packed. Today is going to be so full. We have so much for you. I mean, you will be so full by the end of today, and so that we can ensure we gather everything, we can have everything that this today has to offer. That's why we have to start on time, okay? So that's why we also need everyone here while while we go on ahead. Okay, so welcome Boluwatife Oluwapelumi. You know what, guys, as we're here, let me just put it in the chat. Put in your track. Which of the three tracks are you in? Let me see it. Yeah, hi Boluwatife, welcome. So let me see, what track are you on? Or what track were you on? Just let me know. Jessica, Adikpoju, Hepzibah, Odunayo, Abato. Okay. Esther says she's in the Clarity track. That's great. Clarity track repping. So we have two more tracks to go. So let me just keep it coming. Let me see. Just let me know what track you were on. Oh, we have a lot of clarity track members here. What is going on? Okay, skill track. That's great. Skill. We've seen another track now. We've seen a second track, skill track. Finally, who is from the build track here? Anybody from the build track? We still have another skill track. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, I see more of us have joined in. Welcome, everybody. I'm asking, what track were you on? I want you to all to rep your tracks. Okay, I see clarity track. I see skill track. I still haven't seen anybody from the build track. Oh. Are you people here? Oh, they are still coming. I've seen Adepoju's track. I've seen Abaton's track. I've seen Jessica. I've seen Esther. Have I seen Boluwatife's track? Okay, yes, I have. I have seen Boluwatife's track. So I haven't seen Eunice's track. I don't think I have. I don't think I've also seen Oduayo's track. So is any one of you in the build track? Or they are still coming? Let us know so that we'll know. Have they decided to go on ahead and build their businesses and leave us here? Yeah, but welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. We'll go ahead and be starting off right about now. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So first of all, I want to congratulate you all and thank you for the investment that you have taken into your entrepreneurship journeys. It's not easy to show up. It's not easy, as evidence, as evidenced by our numbers. It's not easy to keep showing up consistently, and I just want to let you know that you have all taken the right steps in the right direction, to grow your businesses and your ideas. And I'm sure that by now you can attest to the fact that this was a good idea. You're being a part of this program. So I would like you all to just give yourselves a round of applause. First, let's start from there. Give yourselves a round of applause. If I can't see you, at least you can use the chat, you can use the React. Thank you, Ajibola. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's not easy for taking the initiative, for deciding to sign up for this program, for not just signing up for this program, but for staying through, for showing up consistently. And now we are at the grand finale. That's super amazing. And I want you guys to just let me know. Yeah, thank you. Please give yourselves a round of applause. It's a big deal. It really is a big deal. You know, it really is a big deal. You wouldn't know which what investment you have taken that will make all the difference, in in building and scaling your ideas. So I'm so proud of every one of you. I can definitely categorically tell you that we, the Business and Impact um, Lab of the Imagine Leaders Collective, are so proud of you all. Thank you for taking that bold step. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What has your experience been? So give me one word, okay? If you could describe your experience in this program so far with one word, I would like you guys to let me know in the chat. Give me one word for your experience in this program. Just one word. Let me see. Mind blowing. Thank you, Boluwatife. Mind blowing. Wow. Abaton says motivating. I completely agree with you. Motivating. I'm so glad to see. Thank you for sharing. All right, who else are we having? Can we have more? Are you telling me you people did not? No, 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 no. We cannot just have three. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me be seeing it. Let me be seeing it. Rush me, rush me, rush me, rush me. Okay, 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 okay. I can see innovative. Hepzibah is saying it was an innovative experience for her. Okay, Favor is saying it was eye-opening. Wow, I like that word, eye-opening. I'm so glad to hear. That is so good. Wow, I'm actually interested to hear more about this. Okay, Esther is saying it was challenging. I hope in a good way. I hope in a good way. Esther, I hope you're ready to unmute because I'm going to call you very soon. I want to hear more about how it was challenging. Don't run away, Esther, because I said that. I would like to hear more about that, really. Okay, Jessica, remarkable, remarkable. Wow. This one. This one is big. Epiphany. Precious. No, 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 no. Am I the only one seeing this? Epiphany. No, that is next level. That's something else. That's amazing. So good. I'm so happy to see you guys. So, so nice. Any other person? Any other person? Let me hear you. What was your experience? What was your experience? You know what now, guys? I'm going to give you the opportunity to unmute if you'd like. All right. I'll give you 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. I'd like you to just share a bit more. Let us know what has really stood out for you. What has your what is your takeaway? What are your takeaways from this program? And what is that next step you're going to be able to take that you feel like you were empowered to take moving off of this program? Okay, so remember 3 things, right? Number one, you're speaking a bit more about your experience. Okay. Number two, you're speaking about your takeaways. And number three, what is the next step you think you're going to be able to take, moving off of this program? So, all right. So I'm excited to hear more from you guys. I'm excited. Okay. And guys, this session is also going to be something that you guys are going to be able to learn from each other as each other gets, as everyone else gets to share. So I'd like to hear from you all. I'm going to start from Esther. Esther, are you able to speak? I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. And then Epiphany. I must hear what's Epiphany. I must hear that one. All right. But if you'd also like to speak, please raise your hands. Just in about 2 minutes, we just want to hear from you and just really, really, really know exactly how, this has really been impactful for you. So you people should not dull me now. You people should not after Epiphany. No, you people should not dull me now. Okay, I can see someone has raised her hand. Esther, I hope you're getting ready to raise your hand. Oh. All right, I think we have someone here. First of all, who wants to go first? Boluwatife, please feel free. Um, if you're able to, you know, show your face so that we can see your face, we don't mind. But if you're not able to understand, just let's hear from you. Go ahead, Boluwatife.
Okay, good evening, ma. It's actually dark here, so I cannot show my face.
Oh,
Can
sorry,
you
I
hear
didn't
me,
hear
ma?
that, Boluwatife. Can you say that again? Yeah, I can hear you now.
I said,
Hi, Bolu.
yeah, good evening, ma. I said it's
Good
dark here, so I
evening.
cannot show my face.
Oh, it's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so my experience has been so good. Like, so good. Someone said challenging in the comment section, and yes, I testify to that because it's really challenging. The fact that really see my business in a way I've not seen it before. It's
Mm.
really challenging in a very good way. And my take home is to be that clarity is built through action. It's until when you start that you gain clarity about your business, you have the confidence about your business. And also, it has pushed me to the point that, okay, I have a Facebook page on my business before, but I already abandoned it. But it's something like this now for the past 3 days. I've been trying to post content and everything like that. So it has been really good for me. That's my point. Thank you, ma.
Amazing, amazing. Guys, let's give her a round of applause, please. Let us give her a round of applause. But Watife, thank you so much for sharing. Amazing. Wow. She says challenging in a good way. I really can relate. I absolutely understand how you mean. Yes, we like that, really. We want you to stretch you. We want you to challenge your previous mindsets around business and entrepreneurship. You don't need to be completely clear on all that you're going to be doing, right? Clarity is built through action. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing that your next step is around your Facebook page, right? And you are now trying to build that back up. And we are very proud of you. Thank you very much, Bolo Ative, for taking this investment into your entrepreneurship journey. Now we're ready to hear from Esther. Hi, Esther. I would like to see your face, Esther. Esther, where's your face?
Good
Let
evening,
me
ma'am.
see the challenge. Let me see the challenge.
I don't like here also.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
My experience for me has been mind blowing. It has really been impactful for me. It has been also challenging in a good way. It has helped me step out of my shell. Initially, when I created this business, I do not want to involve myself in anything social media. My friends will be telling me, post it now on Instagram, on TikTok, and this. I said, no, I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use Canva. Until we were told to make our pitch deck. Hey, I was so shocked. I was like, how am I going to do this? I was just trying and trying. And when I created it, I was so proud of it. I literally shared it with everybody I knew. Even though it was not the best, but I was so proud. I was like, I did it by myself. I opened Canva. I even like explored, learn how to do logo instead of a- asking somebody to do it for me. I say, no, I cannot do it. No, I cannot do it. Oh my goodness. Even today, I did my first CapCut video. I was like, oh my god, when I posted, people were like, wow, Esther, this you really upgraded. So this program
Oh.
for me has helped me a lot. It has challenged me. It has teach me how to like go for it, stand out, don't be timid, don't be shy, just go for it, do it, and just do it. Thank you. That's what I can say. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Guys, let's give her a round of applause. Thank you, Esther. Thank you. Thank you and look at you today. You are even stepping up. You are even coming out, sharing your thoughts, your experiences. I'm so proud of you. Well done, Esther. We are all so proud of you. Wow, so good. When you have a vision, you do not need permission. Thank you, Esther, for showcasing that really. And it doesn't end with the pitch deck, really. It doesn't end with the pitch deck, right? I hope you know. So moving forward, you're going to be able to explore all the various options, to help your business, to put yourself out there. And as it's so good that we're even having a session, on that. Okay, let me not let the cats out of the bag completely, but just know that you guys are going to eat good, right? You guys are going to eat good. Something similar. But so happy to hear Esther. All right, we have one more person who would like to share their experience. Ooh, Favor. Let's go, Favor. Let's go, Favor. Where is Epiphany? Epiphany is somewhere here and she has not shared it yet. I want to hear from her. But Favor, please go ahead. Thank you. Yeah.
Good evening, Ma. Good evening, everyone. Please, can you hear me?
Favor, yes, we
Hello?
can. Go ahead. Yes, we
Okay,
can hear
okay.
you. Please go ahead.
So
Yeah.
this since last week has been
Favor, hello, Favor, you're muted.
can you
You're
hear me
muted.
now?
Could you please unmute? Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Pressure says she lost her voice. It's fine. Just fine. If you're able to type, you can type. Favor, please go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ma. So one of the things that I heard first when I joined the meeting is the fear of failure is normal. So when I just started my business, actually I started out of I just want to do something. I don't want to be idle. I want to have something doing. I was doing the business to survive. I was not really doing it to have this kind of professional business posture. And at a time I was feeling like, can I really do this? Can I really like I was having a lot of fear of failure in my heart. And I was like, maybe I'm not cut out for this. But the meeting made me understand that sometimes you feel that fear, but it's just the ability to be able to overcome it. And then another thing is that I learned is I should not allow my emotions determine my strategy. So, Ma, please, can you hear me?
Yes,
Ma, can you
Favor,
hear
I
me?
can. I can
Okay,
hear you. I
okay.
can hear you. Yeah.
So another thing that stood out for me is I should not allow my emotions define my strategy. So this happened to me. I'm a victim of this. When I just started my business, I was literally hawking my jewelries. I'll take it from class to class, hostel to hostel. Like I was carrying it everywhere I go to, like in a very open display in a basket. So at a point, I was like, this thing you are doing favor. Some people were saying their own things, and I now later allowed my emotions to determine my strategy. I was like, well, let me just keep it down. Let me just be posting. But the meeting made me this session made me understand that I need to learn how to put my emotions under control. And the track section also dividing us into different tracks, and everything is just so, it's just so intentional. Let me just use that word, intentional. Like you were all really intentional about us, about our growth, about our business. And I really, really, really like it. I really, really, really like it. And so one thing that I'm taking home is consistency. Learn to show up. So I'm learning to show up and how to build social media presence even in my absence. So I'm still working on it. Thank you.
So, wow, favor. Guys, who heard what she was just saying? Thank you, Leader Betty. This is a master class. Guys, this, you know why I said that you will learn from what your fellow peer quad members are sharing. No, did you guys hear what she said? No, did you hear what she said? What? What? No. Favor, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. What's consistency? Showing up. Emotion should not determine your strategy. What? Nah. Guys. Thank you. No, we are super proud of you. Super proud of you. If we have one more person, then we'll jump right in. If there's one last person. Wait, so have we seen anybody from Build Track yet? Has anybody? I want somebody from Build Track. Someone from Build Track. Let's know. Let's know exactly how this has been for you. Is there anyone from the Build Track here? They hide though. I don't know why. Build Track, where are you? You guys are not. Hey, you don't mean it. You don't mean it. You all want the clarity track and the skill track to just take the day. Really? Is that what we're doing here? It's fine. It's fine. You're from Build. Oh, Precious. Wow. Actually, you know what? From that epiphany that she said that first time, she has covered for all of you in the Build track. She has just covered for me. Thank you, Precious. Don't worry. We have seen you. Don't worry. Okay, there's Joy Olaoye. Do you want to share in 1 minute? 1 minute. Then we can just jump right in. But you guys, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. We are all so proud. I can definitely tell you that for a fact. You know, I can definitely tell you that for a fact. Super proud of you all. Super proud of you all. No more, nobody else. No. We need one more person, please. One more person. Just let us know. How has it been for you? One last person who's gonna build the cat. Jessica, I just knew it was gonna, I just knew. Jessica, please go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Good evening,
Yeah, go
ma'am.
ahead,
Please,
Jessica.
can you hear me?
Hi. I can hear you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I should have said something earlier, but I'm down with a headache. But I just had to talk because the program has been awesome. Though there were challenges, network and all, I was literally going crazy because I had other classes, but this one really stood out for me. Like it opened my eyes to a lot of problems which my business is facing currently, how to manage my finances, and it's just how everybody is so nice and sweet. Over the call the other day, one of the speakers, she literally told me how to manage my business, like one-on-one call. This it was literally this was like a master class because she gave me tips that people pay for to gain access to, and she just gave it to me for free. And I just loved everything about the class, the jovial beautiful ladies, ambitious ladies, like, and the connecting with people. So it was really beautiful. I learned a lot. I can't even start mentioning things I gained from this class, because where do I want to start from? I have a whole book. I have a book filled with
Oh, I think Jessica, your internet seems to be breaking. We can't hear you anymore. Is it just me? Can we still hear Jessica? Or yeah, sorry, Jessica, your internet is breaking a bit.
show.
Okay, all right.
I
Yeah,
must
but we
say,
get your
because
mm,
most programs, the pioneers or the leaders don't really connect with the students. But it does.
mm. Yeah, Jessica, we couldn't hear you for a bit, but it's fine. You can just round up now. We can hear you now. Oops, I think she just dropped off. That's all right, Jessica. But I think we all got the gist of all she said. And thank you so much for being a part of it. Sorry about your headache. But we're so glad to hear it was really helpful. By the way, guys, shout out to the team. Can I please a round of applause to the team that put this together? I mean, look at what she was saying. You guys are beautiful ladies. You said you guys are so friendly. Shout out to the leader who took that time to take her through her business model and help her really get all the insights she needs. We're so grateful to the ELC team for putting this together. Yeah, and so grateful to you all for putting that investment in. And we are, I mean, we can all see that everyone has had such a good time. So good. All right, guys. So right about now, we'll be moving on into the program. We are going to have a couple of things. We have a couple of exciting, interesting things for you today's program. We're going to be recognizing some of the top performers across all the tracks very, very soon. And then we are also going to have a very special guest among us who is going to give a keynote address that I can promise you guys is going to be absolutely impactful and absolutely life-changing, guys. And then we have saved something very exciting announcement that we are going to be giving you guys just after that keynote address before we all call it a day and we release you, to go on and impact, your world. But first of all, I will just take a very, very short announcement, and that is about your certificates. And oh, no problem, Jessica. We welcome back. Yeah, so about your certificates, and that is that you will be receiving your certificates in your emails, you know, very, very soon. So please be on the lookout for that. And right about now, I'm going to be welcoming our leader Benny. I believe she's on this call. Are you on this call, leader Benny? Let's know. Are you here? Oh, she's here, pretty face. Hi. Yeah, so we are going to be welcoming her to give us a rundown of, the top performers across each track. By the way, you guys are all amazing, right? You all know that, right? Yeah. But so she's just going to give us a rundown of some of the. Over to you, little Benny. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Leader Rosaline, for that. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who spoke about the program. Wow. Sometimes when you're doing something, you don't realize the impact until, you're told. So thank you so much for sharing all of that. Definitely, definitely, you did not make a mistake being a part of this program. And right about now, we'll be discussing about, not discussing, but I would be highlighting our top participants for this program. Wow, a lot of you gave your invested into this program, but there were a few people that stood out. And honestly, I don't say it was tough, but it was tough picking out the best. We have our top 9. So you know that we mentioned that we would be awarding the top pitches for each scale track, right? And from the scale track, we have two top pitches. We have Jessica Cosmos and Kehinde Precious. If you're on the call, please, I want to see you. Clap your hands, please. Let's clap for them. Jessica Cosmos and Kehinde Precious. Ajibola, where are you on the call? You guys did so well. They had a perfect score on their pitch. They had a perfect score with on their pitch alongside Ibrahim Afiz from the build track. He was the only one that got a top score from his track level. So let's give a round of applause for them. Let's give a round of applause for them. And then we have Deborah Omoniyi and Kazim Abaton from Clarity Track. Please, let's give a round of applause from them. They did amazing. They did amazing, right? And I understand, I can't remember who mentioned that now, that they had, like, the pitch deck challenged them, right? I got a number of responses like that, and that's why we had to hop on a call with Leader Praise the other day, and she held our hands, and I am still baffled. I am honestly so baffled by the results we got from the pitch deck. And you were saying you don't know how to do a pitch. It was honestly amazing. And now for our overall, students, these people did not just do amazing on their pitch deck. They also showed up and participated all throughout the program. So we have Jessica Cosmos again. We have Jessica Cosmos again. She's our overall best student, overall best. But I would love to highlight a few people who were consistent all throughout this program, not just in showing up, they also did well in their pitch deck. We have Deborah Omoniyi again. We have Kaula Ismail and Ovadia Adegoke. Please, let's give a round of applause for every single one of these people. You would be winning amazing prizes. We did not make mouth when we said there are prizes to be won. Every single one of you would go home with something. We were not making mouths. We are serious about it. We did not just do that to get you to get on board with the program. Every single one of you, just be watching out for your email. Some of you will go home with perhaps a logo design. Some of you might go home with a one-on-one consultation session with some of our experts, in our leadership team and everything. Some of you will be going home with a lot of things, a lot. You guys will be going home with a lot. And if you are not part of this list of people, do not feel bad. Do not feel it's a challenge. It's a call to action to challenge ourselves and do better, right? So look out for your email for both your certificates and we said it. Not everyone's going to get a certificate, unfortunately. If you do not reach our cutoff mark, you will not be getting a certificate. But that's fine. Look out, check your emails, be on the lookout, your certificates, and then for our top students, you would also we'll get in touch with you for a prize. We're also working on something to give people that participated in the program at least a good number, right? Something so that nobody goes empty-handed. We're working on it. So just keep your fingers crossed. You might still get something other than your certificates because it's goodies, it's a goodie season. So yeah, thank you so much for that, Rosaline. You can take over now.
All right, thank you so much, leader. Please, can I continue to see your round of applause? Let me just see it everywhere. Congratulate everybody. Let me just see it. You guys have done so well. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Yeah, we're so proud of all of you. We are super, super proud. We cannot wait to see, so it's beyond the pitch deck, right? Beyond your, we are glad that you've stretched you. We are glad that you're able to apply yourself. But we want to see those ideas come to life. We want to see, everything you have put down. We want to see you work them all out. We want to hear want to hear so much about all the work you're doing, and we really cannot wait to see how all of that translates into real life impact. So well done. Congratulations again, Jessica, for being our overall best. student entrepreneur in this program. We are super proud of all of you. Just goes to show that consistency gets rewarded, So please, guys, we know we are going to see and hear so much about you guys. So thank you for putting that effort and for investing in yourself. Thank you, guys. Right about now, guys, one of the goodies I promised you. One of the goodies I promised you, we're about to experience it. We eat good here, right? We eat good here. You have all attested to it. Or you have all attested to it. So it's right about time for our keynote address. And I can see that we already have our speaker with us today. But you guys, we need to show him that you're ready. We cannot just be, we can't just, we need to show him that this is the right place, that he came to the right place, that he's speaking to the right people. Next generation student entrepreneurs. Where are we, guys? Can I see something? Let us show him that we are ready. You all are dulling me, oh, please. This is not how we do it. Show us. Where's just something, anything? Let me see something. Wow, guys. Here I can see. Thank you, guys. Welcome, Mr. Ayobami. I'll be reading out his bio very shortly before we go ahead. So guys, we are about to have such a good time. We are about to have such an amazing time, guys. I'm going to be sharing his bio and we are all going to be awesome. I think we can all see that, right? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Thumbs up, guys. I think we can. Okay. All right, I'll be going ahead now. Welcome, Mr. Ayobami Oluwatoyin. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your day, your evening with us. So Mr. Ayobami Oluwatoyin is an entrepreneur. He's a business strategist, and he's a public speaker who helps creatives, entrepreneurs, and business owners build profitable brands and businesses by leveraging strategic positioning, sales mastery, and business development. He also coaches individuals on starting and scaling global businesses. Mr. Ayobami is the founder of Start Agency, which is a creative communications company offering comprehensive branding and marketing services. He also leads an academy where he coaches and mentors young entrepreneurs, equipping them with the tools to build profitable and scalable businesses. As the author of 3 impactful books, including Growthhood and The Student Entrepreneur, he inspires the next generation of leaders through insightful storytelling and actionable strategies. He brings a wealth of knowledge and inspiration to every stage he graces, and we are super excited to welcome him here today. So guys, please take out your notebooks, be ready to soak in all the knowledge as we go ahead into our keynote address. And Mr. Ayobami is going to be taking us on From Campus to Global, the Rise of Student Entrepreneurs. Welcome, sir. Please go ahead and take it away, sir. Thank you.
All right. Good evening. Can everybody hear me? Good evening.
We can, sir. Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. Amazing. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for that introduction. I am very, very grateful, and thank you for having me here tonight. It's such a privilege and an opportunity I do not take for granted. And I want to also appreciate the leadership of this particular initiative for organizing this for every student out there, everyone that considers themselves as a student entrepreneur, or you are interested in getting into that particular pool. Thank you, the leadership, for organizing that and for helping us shape the future generation, and also to everyone that participated in this 2 weeks training, you don't know what you've done for yourself, right? This is one of the, should I say, the best opportunity on the planet for you to get into the future of things. Let me just put it at that. So, congratulations for coming on board, and yeah, I'll just go right into it tonight. But can I get to see everybody on the screen? Okay, all right. I want to be sure we can hear me. I need to be very sure. If at any point you cannot hear me, please try to just maybe signal or tell me something about that you can't hear me or something like that. So yeah, all right. Thank you so much. So I have a few minutes and I will not want to waste it. First of all, maybe if I get one person, like one person to just give me a summary of what you've learned in the last 2 weeks, maybe I would love to start off from that note, if possible. Um, I've already been introduced, so I really don't want to take time on that. So if I get somebody to tell me something, like just give me a summary of what you understand by the program and what you've gained so far in the last 2 weeks. Or is it good if I call someone? Maybe I do that because of our time. So will it be fine if I just call somebody?
Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead,
Okay.
sir. You can,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Thank you so much. So I see sorry, I might probably not be able to pronounce the name. I know there's Favor Ogechi. Do we have Favor Ogechi on the call?
Fever, please feel free to unmute.
Yeah, you
All
can
right,
just
she's
unmute
here.
and just
Yeah.
tell us something.
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening,
Yeah, good evening,
everyone.
Favor. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just quickly go into it. So from the program, what the things that we've been taught about overcoming self-doubt,
Hmm.
resilience as an entrepreneur. We've also been taught about clarity of purpose, knowing the why of why you
Hmm.
do something and not just going into something like that. Then we also learned about emotional discipline, how not to let our emotions define the strategy that we use for our business. We've
Hmm.
learned we've learned that as a business owner, we must have the skill of learning, unlearning, and relearning, seeking new knowledge every day.
Hmm.
We've also learned the advantage of consistency, showing up every day. Then credibility plus consistency plus value delivered is equals to influence. Then I've also learned showing expertise through value.
Hmm.
Then as an entrepreneur, how to be unique from your competitors out there is delivering more than you promised and not under delivering. Maybe you
Hmm.
promise your customer that we're going to add coupons or we're going to add a free gift, and you're not doing that, that it does not increase value as an
Hmm.
entrepreneur. Then we also learned how to be disciplined. Then we also learned the importance of building social media presence so that
Hmm.
even when you're absent, it can still speak for you. Yes, so those are the things I've learned. Then we also asked to create a pitch deck. Yes,
Hmm.
a pitch deck. Yes, just a few.
Amazing. Yeah, that's actually a lot. It's not it's not a few. And like I said, you guys said well. In the 2 weeks, I would say thank you once again. Kudos to the organizers for that. Those are the essentials that you actually need to know. And it's very important that you take those lessons and you implement them on your journey, on this current journey, sorry, this current journey that you are on. So I would like to maybe add more to what you've learned. So I'm just here to complement what you've learned so far and make sure that it produces the best result for you. So the first thing that before I go into every other thing that I need to talk about is that I love the fact that you said entrepreneurs. And one thing that I've noticed, because in the last maybe 3 years or 4 years, I intentionally dedicated my life to helping most, especially undergraduates, to realize their potential in entrepreneurship. Because I've noticed that there's so much of value there. I graduated from University of Ilorin, and while on campus, I was able to do a few businesses, but I realized that I was lagging on some part until I traveled out of the country. Then I realized a lot of potentials that a lot of Africans actually need to maximize and develop on. That's when I realized that no, we have to take this to the next level. In fact, we started a community on that. I even wrote an entire book on the student entrepreneur just so that we can foster that mindset and we can improve how people see entrepreneurship even from their campus. Then, while on my research, I realized that okay, what is the best time to start something like this? You really will not go to a secondary school student and go and tell them about entrepreneurship because most of the time they are still even struggling to get into the university or into polytechnic or something like that. So the best time is when somebody is already in an institution, higher institution, and they are going through a course. And sorry to say, every one of us know that majority, maybe about 90% of the courses that we're currently studying, they're expired courses. You can see that even an average African or an average Nigerian will probably not use their certificate. We're just doing it because we need to do it. And most importantly, because that is the next thing, like the program, that is the next thing to do. And that shows you that there is a lot more that you need to be doing while on campus. There's a lot more you need to be acquiring, or let me say, harming yourself with while you are a student before you get outside. And that first thing that I want to say is that you are not first a student that is doing entrepreneurship on the side. You are first an entrepreneur that happens to be a student. And that's why I said what you said the other time, really, I love it by saying that we are entrepreneurs. It's one thing that a lot of students get wrong in terms of mindset. If you position yourself as a student first, it reduces a lot of value you can bring to the table. I've been in that shoe before, and I'll still tell you a story about it. And I have a lot of examples of how even me myself, I've been able to help a lot of people to break out of that chain. It's the chain of identity. There is something about students, especially students in Nigeria, to first of all, in the layer of identity, you place your studentship first. It is very wrong because you being a student is a status. It is not, or let me say, it's a current status that you are in at the moment. It is not who you are. Who you are is driven from the value you can produce. Most of the time, what you are studying, let's say you're studying chemistry, you're studying biology, you probably will not be a professional in that until you graduate. That means that it's a phase you are going through. You can't define yourself at that phase because at the end of the day, it still would not amount to anything. Imagine I just go to somebody and I'm like, I'm a 200 level student. In fact, I would have done that, but because of time, some of us, when I tell you to introduce yourself, I've seen it a lot of time. A lot of people, the first set of things they introduce themselves with, somebody of maybe 20 something years old, what they introduce themselves with is that I'm so person, I'm a 200 level student. It's just a status. It should not come first. The first thing that should come first is your value. Your value should define that identity. So, for example, and let me say from that point of that value determine your identity, it will now help to reshape your mindset to how you see yourself because you will not be able to put in for some programs, you will not be able to enter into some opportunities because you first of all think you are a student. You are not a student first. That thing that you're learning, you are that person first. You just happen to be a student. And I always ask people, let's say whatever you're studying now, let's say you happen to be studying it online. It's just maybe let's say it's an online course. You will not define yourself by that. Some of us we are still going through some online course at the moment, and I'll not just go to somewhere and I'll be like, this is who I am. No, it is first of all what I do. So it is very important. So for example, there was while I was in I think 400 level, this is one of the events that actually changed my life. While I was in 400 level, I realized that there are certain people on campus in University of Ireland that they don't look like students. They are very serious, they come to class, but it looks like these guys are living a different life. You hear them working with global organizations. I mean, they are graphic designers. They work with, you see that one person is working with a company in the US, one person is working with a company in the UK, and all that. And we are all in this University of Ilorin together, doing everything. And I had to come closer to those guys to understand how they think, how they even get to this opportunity. Then I realized that it's not even about the skill they have, it's how they position themselves. You will never see those people all around, except if that studentship is fetching them something in the moment. Majority of them, beyond school, what they see them, they position themselves professionally outside. So it does not matter whether they are students. I used to say something humorously that some of the clients that I worked with for over 4 years, they will be shocked if they knew that I was a student while I was working with them, because it does not matter. Nobody asked for my certificate. They just wanted to know the value I can bring to the table, and that was all. Because from the point where I pull my studentship forward, they already know the limitation around students. Oh, you go to lecture. Oh, you start, what's it called? You say there's light issue. There's a lot of people will become skeptical, because at that time they will judge my value by the first thing that I identify boldly with. And even when I go to events, when I shake people, when I shake professionals, and I start speaking to people, industry, what's it called, leaders, they want to know who I am first. And the first thing, I'm a 200 level, whatever, whatever. And it just lay them back and be like, oh, this person is a student. And from there, it starts affecting how they relate with me going forward. So I was opportunity. I saw an event in Lagos. I was in 200 level at that time. So I saw that event. It's about entrepreneurs and professionals and all that. And the first thing that came to me is that I don't think I am an entrepreneur, I'm a student. Then I realized that maybe some people that will be in this event might probably be students. And why am I disturbing myself? So I booked the event. I traveled down to Lagos and I went to that event. But I went there as a designer because I was doing graphic design at that point. I went into that event. It's a 2-day event. And that event actually changed my entire life. After going there, you will be shocked that we were about two, because we left Ilorin together, two people that went to Lagos. We were only two that were students there. But I'm telling you, to date, none of them knew we were undergraduates, because it does not matter. Everything we were hearing, every of the, what's it called, opportunities that was coming out there, it was coming directly to us. In fact, when we sat down, I realized that this person that was in my team was a lawyer for about 5 years. Another person is a finance manager. I'm telling you, real fact, is a finance manager. Another person is working in tech. Another person is working in real estate. Every of these guys, we were seated together on the same table and we were having discussion. And when it got to my point, I am a graphic designer. So it does not matter wherever I'm coming from, whether I just left a lecture, it's none of anybody's business. I do design. In fact, I had to package it in a way that I presented it in a very, what's the word? In a beautiful way that he made them knew that I was a professional in my field. And trust me, from that point, while we were broken into what's it called, focus group and all that, I was the one that did the entire design for them. I was the one that sat down, we were discussing. And when it got to my point, in fact, one of the rule that I used is that I know these guys knew more than myself, so I stood at one end. So after everybody has spoken, I will have gathered one or two things. I'll still come to that point of communication. I will have gathered one or two things that also made me present myself to them, and I was able to speak, and everybody was happy, and everything was going on well. I can tell you, I got a lot of connection from that particular event. We share numbers and all that. From that moment, you don't see anything about students. I don't, because I don't carry tags. So some people that know me, we actually remember from that point. I don't hold my tag on my neck and all that on my setup. Everything that I start doing on my WhatsApp setup, it starts relating to the people that I've met on my level. Because at the end of the day, the studentship is not going to fetch me into the next level. I'm still coming to that point. From that particular point, I started relating with them. So there is no, what's it called? Good morning, how are you doing? I'm going to lecture and all that. There's no this one. Because I know this entrepreneurship, I really want to get into it. This is what I believe that I'm going to do. Then why would this one be in the way for me? I mean, I was telling somebody recently that the first ever project that I got that ran into a millionaire, I got it from that particular event, because I was able to speak to somebody that was into real estate and we started discussing. And the person started calling some amount. I've never heard those amounts before because it's real estate. These guys are, and I'm like, okay, yes, we can do it. This one is also. I do design. I can help you. And from that point, I met somebody that is currently my friend. Now I'm out of school and all that. I've done a bit of work. They did not know that they are probably like 4 years ahead of them. They've done NYSC. I mean, these guys, we will be on a team call and they will just be having discussion and we'll be like, we'll just find one undergraduate, we'll give them something like that. I'm like, you people don't even know that I'm one of the people that you are telling that will find an undergraduate and just give them something like that. Because we know they're always, some of them are not reliable and all that. But I was able to prove that wrong, like I said, because of identity. Always make sure that you are sure of that identity. In fact, like I said, it will also make you see things. Some of you, anything that is not tagged student, you don't want to go there. You are doing yourself a disservice. I'm telling you, I've gone to events that I know that these are professionals that should be here. It does not stop me. I am a professional in my field. Oh, you sell something. You are already an entrepreneur. Oh, you are already an entrepreneur. You just happen to be a student. That's the first thing that defines you, not your studentship. Some of you have weekends to yourself. You don't go to events. Some people should be on this call, but they feel that let me first of all focus on whatever I'm doing on campus. And they're not doing anything really on a day like this. And this should be the period where you should, like I said, elevate that entrepreneurship because it improves your chances. It's not that when you're out there after NYC and everything is clear, you feel like, okay, so what else should I do? I have a friend that one of the things that he regrets the most now is that he did not start entrepreneurship on campus and he did not put more energy into getting into network of entrepreneurs on time. I used to give this analogy that imagine when you wanted to enter your institution, somebody else did not qualify to be in a university or a polytechnic and they went to an apprenticeship. Maybe they even went to do mechanic work or something like that. Hope you know that they will not call themselves student mechanic. It's not possible. They are going to be full-blown mechanics when even while they are working or while they are in between that particular whatever they are doing. They can literally undo their boss work. In fact, they can even free them in 2 years while you are still studying your your course on campus. Somebody that exactly the same time that you entered your campus, he entered into maybe a skill shop, they will still be bold to tell everybody that this is what they do. They will enter associations, they will become part of the key stakeholders in different businesses. That's why you see a lot of people actually quit school because they feel like it's a distraction. It's not advisable because everybody here, I believe, you must finish the undergraduate. But I'm trying to tell you that it's important that you leverage on your understanding of your identity now. Programs like this, you should not miss it. It's a mindset shift that when I wake up in the morning, I think that I am an entrepreneur. I am trying to now see where my academic fit in. Now, it's not that entrepreneurship is a side thing. It's just one thing that maybe later. Am I telling you to neglect your academic? Definitely no. I graduated well while I was on campus and I still did my entrepreneurship well. I mean, I met a lot of people. I did a lot of businesses. I traveled just because I was able to pull myself as an entrepreneur. You can see a lot of people that are doing something like that on campus in your institution. And it's not because they are stupid, it's because they are already building their life. In fact, some of you, maybe if we come to your page, even on Instagram, the best we can see is when you are in class. The best we can see is when you are somewhere, something like that. You don't prioritize this thing that can build you a future. This thing that is the next important thing. You don't prioritize it. You're not intentional about building it. It's very important. I mean, it is very important. It can even pave way for you internationally. I was telling somebody else that one of the things that I wrote in my CV to even be able to help me move into the UK is my entrepreneurship because I don't have any work experience. What am I going to show them? And I was going to come and study entrepreneurship. I studied a Greek on my undergraduate. I was going to do entrepreneurship outside the country. What do I have to show? I will not lie. So the first thing is that I started a brand. I've trained a lot of people as a student. So you see how my mind works. I mean, what's it called? I did a training. People that were out of school, they came for that training, and I was a student. But it does not matter. You don't need to know that I'm a student. The most important thing is what I'm offering you I am an entrepreneur. I'm doing my business. I got a location. I was able to train almost like 20 students around that time, even as a student. And I was able to balance it up. I did multiple trainings at that time. In my community, there is a guy that's currently talking about doing a training. I'm like, go for it. It's like, is it going to be summer? I'm like, that's the first blockage. The moment you are thinking it's impossible because you are a student, it becomes a problem. Some of you don't even know that you can write letter to some places to get a venue. I was shocked when I saw that even on my own campus, I saw students that we go to class together. They have shops on campus and they are still students. It's because the way they shifted their mind that, okay, this is studentship, but first of all, this is opportunity that I can take advantage of. And the most important part of what's it called of what you do now is or let me say the environment you are in is that it is a very perfect place for entrepreneurship. It is very perfect. Why is it perfect? Number one, you have a lot of people. I used to say something that even if you get 1% of everybody that attends your institution to focus on your product, you've gotten a lot of people. Because number one, it will be very difficult for somebody coming from outside to come and penetrate into an institution that they don't attend. So it's a very amazing opportunity for you if you see it like that. Number two, you have a good ground to test a lot of things. Number three, you don't have a lot of responsibility. Trust me, once you step outside of that institution, it looks like you step into another world entirely. Because a lot of things will just be jumping at you. But while on campus, you know that all I have to do is my studies and maybe my religious activity and these other things that I'm very passionate about. And from there, you start seeing that you have enough people, because like I said, it's a good testing ground. You have enough people to look into, to give things. Let's say an average institution have about 30,000 people on campus, and they are divided into different sections. In fact, I didn't even mention, while I was on campus, because I'm a graphic designer, one of the things that I do during convocation is that I put my banners everywhere. I used to tell people that a lot of students don't know that they actually have the right to put banners everywhere on campus, because you will know from even when they start lifting ban for political, what's it called, for political, you even before political season of students rising into political whatever, because they don't want it to sound political, you start seeing the people's name. It happened in my school. You start seeing people's name around trees. Somebody writes maybe forget me not, or just write sake somewhere, and you see from the gate till you get to school. What are they trying to do? They are trying to put top of the mind awareness and all that. They won't tear those things away because they are students. You could literally put your own there. I used to mention that it's from that point I realized that actually there's nothing stopping. It's just that I don't pay attention to this. I put my banners almost everywhere and I get clients. During convocation, I could sometimes, when I do jotters for people, do this one, do printing for me, sometimes even from one, I'm getting about maybe 30,000 naira on just one pieces. So imagine how much if I get like maybe 50 people that want to do it. I had to connect with printers, because like I said, I'm a graphic designer. I had to connect with printers outside. That's in Taiwo. Sometimes you see me on bike, just running around on bike, people that are graduating, getting their jotters delivered to them, some frames and all that. And I'm still a student. Nobody taught me about this thing. I just saw the opportunities around me and I'm like, this is undergraduate setting. Imagine me trying to do that now. How many groups do I even have access to? Some of you are in like maybe 10 groups. Some of you see your mates, some of them are even cooking. Imagine me trying to cook and trying to enter you people's group now and trying to say, oh, this WhatsApp group, please come and buy. So you have that big opportunity as of now. In fact, you don't even know what is available until you try to check those things, try to dare those things, try to see it. You sell something and you only sell it to maybe you and your what's it called? You and your roommates and something like that. It won't work. You have access to a big audience. I was coaching one of our students, I think, was it around June or something like that? This particular student is into mini importation. I'm telling you, after the entire session, this student made about 1.4 million naira in revenue just from mini importation as an undergraduate. Important thing, she learned it online on YouTube. There's free knowledge. She learned it online and she was able to leverage on her community. In fact, she was ordering for other people that will resell it. Opportunity. She had access to campus fellowships. She had access to department. She had access to a couple of people. I don't have access to that because I don't know them again. I'm off that place. So it's a perfect environment. The moment you start seeing it like that, okay, I'm an entrepreneur. How do I penetrate this market? What are the things that I need to put attention into? What are the things that I need to know? And like I said, most importantly, my identity. Who am I? Am I first a student? Then I'm an entrepreneur. Then I'll be able to now pay attention to that. We did a training, more like a conference in EXU, Ekiti State University. Was it in August? Yes, it was in August. And after we finished that student CEO conference in August, then we sat everybody down, then we started talking and all that. I just got inspired. I'm like, who brought their business to this place? A couple of them brought it and we bought everything. But that separates somebody. Everybody started giving complaints. Is in my camp, is in my what's it called? Is in my hostel, is in Kiniko, something like that. Then I started asking questions from those that brought it. They said, this is what I live on, this is what I do. So I take it everywhere. I'm like, even at a conference that you feel like they want to come and teach you something, you still have the thought to still bring this, right? It shows that this thing is in your consciousness. Some of you, different events will be happening on your campus. You will see phone number for inquiry. Ask them, do they allow stand? You sell chin chin, you could actually supply that event. It's that simple. I have a friend that on campus really supplies food for all these other events. You will think that they will not answer you, but if you don't have that audacity to reach out and be like, okay, I do changing, I do this thing, I can package it, okay, 1,000 people and all that, I can bring it, we can get it done. And one thing I used to say to students before I go into another thing is that try to look around your school. You will notice that even people are building fortune from that same campus that you are in. So it's a perfect environment. People are building fortune. There was a day I wanted to go and print something from one particular place that we used to print in our department. And I was hearing that this guy already has 2 houses and he does not do any other thing. He just prints for us, he sells donuts for us, he do this one, he do that one. And I'm like, because I know the amount of people that come into that place every day, an average of maybe 2,000 people in the department. And everybody, this one is tired, this one is, you buy something, you buy something. I used to tell people, even during post-UTME, I made money, right? In my campus, on my campus undergraduate days, I was the general coordinator in my undergraduate days. And one of the things, like I used to say, is that I see opportunities everywhere. On my undergraduate days, so we had to do catch them young. We had to reach out to people to invite them to fellowship and all that. And there was no money because we didn't get money from the national purse at that time. And these people that I take to the school, because we had to travel to school, I take them to school every day. We need money to be able to feed. And I cannot give you my money to be able to do that because we had budget that other things also need to run on in the school. Then I went to school on the first day. We saw something. We saw that a lot of people actually came to the school because it's post-UTME. So a lot of people are coming from Lokoja, some is coming from Ilorin. So you know a lot of things that we sell on that day. One, some of them are bringing documents that are not required. They forgot the documents that are required. So printing press are going to make a lot of money that day. It's not their fault. They are helping, but at the same time, they are getting money. So whether you are a dual printing press or you are undergraduate printing press, or so far you have the machine, you can print for somebody that wants to go into the exam, they will do it immediately. So far you can print it now. You have your generator and you can print. And like I always say, once a queue is full up, they want to go to the next person that does, because some of them is maybe after 30 minutes or 30 minutes to go into the place, that's when they will realize that they don't have those things. Secondly, food is going to sell at that place because a lot of people, they are waiting for the exam. They need to eat snacks. You just feel like I'm just buying 150 naira popcorn from somebody, and I just said, if 200 to 500 people buy that same thing, you know how much that guy is taking home that day? It's as simple as that. That's business. You will not even look at the face and be like, this person is too young to start a business. Let me not buy their popcorn. Let me go and buy. It will not matter. They position themselves, they saw the environment, they are going to do it. And the third one is that a lot of people brought bags, and learning it's a CBT, you can't even take your bags in. They need where to drop it. So I looked at it. I can't tell my fellowship member to start cooking. They'll start bringing donuts to school. No. Secondly, we cannot go and buy machine and start renting a space to come and do photocopy. What's the third one? The most simple one. We're going to be in school from morning till evening. We can as well help people to keep their bags, right? And keeping bag in school, maybe I think it was 150 at that time. Oh, we're going to reduce it to 100 naira this time. We brought a table to school, put a stand there. One person is not going for the evangelism that we're going for. You sit down here. We printed card. We wrote. So we did not even print card. We just wrote numbers on it. You can take this number into your exam because it's just a paper. And I'm telling you, we raised about 16,000 naira that day. We used it to transport ourselves back to our campus, and I said that we used it to eat, and we did it the next day again. So a good number of people are already outside doing what they need to do, while this person is just sitting on our table, safeguarding people's bag and collecting money for it. It's that simple. So that's why I said that it's an environment that a lot of things happen that you don't know unless you pay attention to it. So why am I saying this? The entire thing that you've learned in the last 2 weeks, it's important that you shift your mind away from, oh, I'm just a student, I will apply it later. Please, please, and please. There is nothing like applying it later. You can start even from this night. Some of you need to start do a kind of social media audit. Look at your social media. What does this position myself? Ask people, who do you see me as? It's important. Some of you are not even economically positioned, because a lot of people don't even know what you do because you are not even screaming about it. They've not tagged you as that this is what you do. I see a lot of people, if it is after they left campus that they start carrying the tag of entrepreneur, you've already left the economic zone, because from that place you can transition that particular energy, and that thing that you are doing, you can now blow it into a global scale, which is very important, which I'll go into very soon. You can transition it into a global state. So it's important that you start now. I mean, now is the best time you can put your foot on ground and be like, okay, I am an entrepreneur. I do business on campus. I mean, I work I work with a lot of global It was my for about 4 years, and sending it to the chapter that I was working. I was able to connect to my printer. My printer will print it, send people. Is that easy? Everybody always know Ayobami separated me that, okay, this is what I do. And it's not that I'm trying to do it as a side thing. This is what I do officially. And I'm going to do this. And after I graduate, I'm going to continue it. That's why I could build an agency after campus, because I already started. Please, I already started once while I was on campus. And maybe the last part that I will just mention is that some of the things that you need to know as a student entrepreneur, or let me call it as an entrepreneur that want to build something that will be global. First, you need to start with problems. I used to tell people that problem is more important than idea, because if you have an idea in your head in a student environment, it has potential. But first of all, it's problem that thrive in a student environment. Nobody has a problem and they will be looking if your idea is beautiful, is not beautiful. They are in trouble. They need you now. That's the idea. So if you see a problem, you pin into it. I always say one of the all-time problem is whenever there's a peak period on campus, there is something anybody needs. If your campus is a center where people sell something, it's a place where people need. Myself and my team, we had I was just going through what's it called? Trying to think of this dirty December that everybody used to do. And I'm like, okay, wherever there's crowd, there is money. I always think about that. Anywhere that there's crowd, there's always money. Anywhere that there's crowd, there's always money. At this period of the year, where will crowd be? What we didn't need. Those are the places that I want to start focusing on, because I know there is money there. And whoever position at that point is going to get the money. So I need to go and be looking for problems. that I can solve. Oh, they are going to do the experience. Oh, it's in Lagos. 30,000 people will show up. It's not my business. How can I be a vendor at that place? That's all that matters to me. Can I be a vendor? Can I find a slot to be a vendor in that place? Once I be a vendor, you can't stay 7 hours in the night. You will not need what I'll buy, what I'll sell, because you can't go out. Even the whatever to go out. So whatever is going to cost me to be a vendor at that point, I'm going to be there. Oh, trade fair. A lot of people will come. I know a student that they even pay up to 250,000 naira for trade fairs, and these guys, they make millions. They are still undergraduates. Crowd, opportunity, or let me call it problem. Where is the problem? What will people need in this place? Oh, this place, there is going to be a lot of people. Oh, they are going to do Positium. They are going to do this one. They are going to do this one. What are the things? And I will not go and look at, oh, I have to do it on a big scale. Even if it's on a small scale, I could do it, and I'll still make a lot of money from it. So it's important that you understand that problem is the most important. It's not the genius idea that matters. How did Facebook start? Problem. It started with problem. Oh, Mark want to have a place where all of them can connect together, because there was nothing like all these interconnected socials at that time. It just needed something that all of them can connect together as students. So that's why he developed that in the dorm room or wherever they call their stuff, so that they can face themselves, they can poke themselves, send messages to them. Then it blew up into Facebook. So it's not that they are just thinking now, okay, do people need to connect together? Okay, let's now create. No, it's started from a problem. How did I get to do what I said I did during our own time? Problem. Look at the things that are currently issues. How did logistics, how did people start doing personal shopper for people? Problem. Enter into your environment. In fact, there are unique problems in your school that if you position for it, trust me, you are going to get a lot of things. I mean, you are going to start looking for problems. I know you'll have heard that, but I can tell you it's something that you should position for. Problems. Find problem. Just be a problem finder. Just be looking for something that I can do. Even if it is a skill that okay, I want to go into this particular skill. Look for a problem in that skill where you can solve for the immediate community that you are in, and also for people outside. Remember the first thing I said, you're not positioning yourself as a student, you're positioning yourself as an entrepreneur. So it's very important that you start with a problem. And the next thing I would say is that you you validate. I know you'll have heard all this thing. You must make sure that you validate your problem fast. Validate it fast. I was talking to somebody recently, and she was talking about starting a fashion business. And what has delayed that person for over 2 years is because he does not have machine. And I'm like, sincerely, it's just that this person is not serious, because I have a perfect example. For those of you that know Wura Fadaka, he's my friend. He started as, let me even give you a story. He came on campus. This is how he tells his story. He came on campus, and there was a day he was reading he was just reading for exam. Then he realized that some people, this person is not somebody that is foul. You can check him out. His wife and himself and his wife, they just relocated to Nigeria, I think 2022, and they are building solid businesses in fashion. They even did conferences and all that. So how did he start? He was reading on Skyway. We call it Skyway, University of Ilorin. Then he saw students fighting downstairs because they wanted to enter chemistry lab. Some of them, now see where problem comes in. Some of them, they did not have lab coats. All the vendors, their lab coats are finished. And that day, if you don't wear lab coats, you cannot enter into, you know how this thing works in a student environment. You can't enter into your into the lecture, what's it called? I'm running up already. So you can enter into the lecture, into the lab to go and have your laboratory, maybe that lab assessment or whatever they want to do. Then he realized that this is a problem. Then he remembered that his mother is in Abeokuta. She sews. And he called his mom that this white thing, because there's nothing special about that white thing. It's just one white long cloth. And most students will remember the day they need it. So it's not that it's that scarce, but to go outside of university and come back, they're done with the practical. And nobody will want to give you their own, why they should be inside. And you know how lecturers can be. Once they know you don't have, that's your test. And you start running up and down, start going to one department, please, can you help me? And all that. Then he saw that it was a problem. What he did is that he told his mom, can you sew this thing? How much will it cost to sew it? Currently, at that time in University of Milan, they were selling that thing for I think 1,500 naira. Let's just use, I can't remember the rate. But his mom can sew and finish up that thing with 300 naira in Abeokuta. What he did was that he was able to reach his mom. They did some, he brought it to University of Ilorin. What he did with his own is that he now added pen to the chest of it. He added 2 pen, blue and red. You know, that one is a bit of just to differentiate. He said the first one he sold out. Second one he sold out. He said from that point, he was able to get enough money that he bought his mom a machine from just selling lab coats to students in the University of Ilorin. He sold it 1,000. So it was cheaper and it was a bit better than every other one that everybody's saying. Go and ask him. That's what he did. And from that point, he began to work in that kind of, more like a kind of arbitrage. Like, it's not that he's the one sewing it. What he now does is that he now positions himself as a fashion designer. So till now, I mean, till the moment that I'm speaking, TJ Sony does not know how to press a machine. And he owns about maybe 4 stores at the moment. You can ask him if you see him. He does not know how to press a machine. And he has staffs that he has bought machine for. What he did is that he went to the best tailors around the Ilorin at that time and asked them questions. He asked them that, okay, if he brings clients to them, will they sew? And those guys are hungry for clients they can sew. They don't know how to market. He's in a student environment. If he positions himself as a fashion designer, he gets the clothes, he put a bit of profit on it, and he takes it to the... He's just like an errand boy in between. And he was able to do that for years. And trust me, he had tailors that are sewing for him. He is just in between, collecting clothes from people, measuring them, and taking those clothes to the tailors, getting it and returning it back. Even if it's 100 naira, 200 naira, 500 naira, that's how he became. And from there, he started doing collection. He will draw what he wants and take it to a fashion designer, help me sew this. And they will go to studio imagery. They will do the picture and everything. He rented a billboard. In fact, when I came to school that year, it was the billboard I was always seeing everywhere. Who's Rural Fadaka? Who's Rural Fadaka? Billboard. And he was selling fashion collections at that time. He said that was where he was able to raise enough money to even travel outside to Europe. He did not have machine. So machine is not the problem. It's because you did not see every other thing that you could do. It's not that I do not have machine to do. First of all, do we even know that you're a fashion designer? Who will come and inspect that? Oh, before I give you clothes, I must see you pressing the machine. It's none of anybody's business. So far, you can deliver quality work. How you got it is not, it's not anybody's business. That's the truth. How you got it? How many times have you went to inspect or gone to inspect where you are buying, where they are cooking some of the fast food that you are eating? So far, it's good, it's tasty, and it's healthy. You want to just pick it up and eat whatever you want to eat. So most times, the process really does not matter to what people get. I'm telling you, from there, he was able to build a fashion empire. He bought machines for people, employ them. He had the product knowledge. He would draw the style, tell them to do it, and everybody will get. That's how he was able to build a brand from that point. So it's not even about what you don't want. You need to use what you have to be able to get what you want. And the last thing that I would say on that part is that the third one, which is that you need to build skills that are compound. You've learned a lot from these 2 weeks training. There are some skills that you've learned. Build those skills. One of the skills that you need to build is problem solving. You'll have heard it most of the time. Don't be a person that gets limited, because I always say that an average student stops where a student entrepreneur starts. That is where they stop. If something is a problem, they give up from there. That is your own head. You need to know how to solve problems. There was a time in my campus, if this is a problem, myself and some other people will go and find a solution and we'll start selling it to them. If you can't go beyond it, if I can go beyond this and I bring the solution closer to school, we can start. My practical, we'll go and buy it from Ibadan. Oh, we are buying seed, we'll buy it from Ibadan, import it, I'll put my own price on it, then we'll start saying, you cannot go into Ibadan, I will go to Ibadan for you. There are some things that are not closer to student environment that, okay, you have to go to maybe Taiwo to go and buy it. I'll go and buy it and bring it closer. I'll add my money. That's a business. So it's even cheaper for everybody than everybody going to Taiwo and coming back. They'll spend a lot of money. Let me go. And from there, I started a business from it. So it's very important. Problem solving. Always see solution everywhere there's problems. Secondly, communication. You've heard about it from the summary that she gave. Communication is very important. Don't be quiet with what you know. Don't be quiet about yourself on social media. And like I said, put the right information out there. What matters to people? If I see you on tag in your class, what does it do to me? Does that make me bring business to you? No. If I see a comedian that is just showing where he's writing lecture note and all that, Come and do comedy, come and do skit on the page. I don't necessarily need to. That's why you see that you are shocked. Some of your comedians is maybe last year they actually graduate from Unilag, and you feel like, has this person been on campus since? If you put that forward, you probably will not reckon with him. He's first of all a comedian. If he's making you happy, he delivers value, you are fine. Whatever he does with his personal life is none of your business. That's the most important thing. So communication, communicate when you meet people. How many people do you talk to every day about your business? You are inside a boss. How many people do you talk to that, oh, this is what I do, I can help you. Oh, this is what I bring to class every day. If you need it, I'm available. In fact, some of you, how many events you have, you do snacks, you do pastries. How many event planners do you have their number on your phone? How many of them in your environment? How many, let's say you are in Ilorin, how many event planners do you know in Ilorin? Have you been sending message to them that, oh, I can help you in case you have clients that need this? It's because you don't see yourself as, first of all, as an entrepreneur. That's why you don't even go for those opportunities, not to talk of even talking about it. And the third one, which is the last one, is sales. You must master how to sell yourself, how to sell your product. I always say that, first of all, people buy you before they even buy what you sell. The Wura Fadaka story that I talked about is him. They want to trust him that, oh, if you can deliver this, it's fine. You know, when somebody wears that clothes and you feel like this thing is fitting, will anybody ever think of, oh, how did you get to come about this thing? It won't matter, because he was able to sell himself to the point that it can overshadow every other process that you want to know about it. The most important thing is that, can you deliver value? If you can deliver value, we are good. How many people will say they will not buy Dangote salt until they see him grinding the salt? It won't matter. So far as Dangote salt, it comes out. So you need to see him grinding the cement and bagging it before you can buy from him. You belong in that place. That his name is the one doing it does not mean he's really the one doing it. It's the business. Is he the business owner? Is he the one controlling things? Is he making use of every opportunity that is available, and is he selling to everybody? So it's very important. I said that's the third one. And the fourth one is that make sure that you have, and also the last one, because of time, make sure that you have a circle of people that you have around you that are very ambitious. I noticed that one thing that kills student entrepreneurship is that you surround yourself with people that don't even believe you should be doing business. It's going to kill it. I'm telling you, every other person will live a normal life and you look like you're living an abnormal life. And you need a lot of energy when you are going. That's why you should belong to a lot of communities. Belong to people that look like you so that they encourage you on this journey. It won't matter what you are making or money. It will look like you're wasting your time. But if you see other people on your journey, it builds momentum. There's one quote that I got inspired and I wrote it down, that at every journey, and that's where I will stop now, at every journey in life, you always meet people that run at the momentum to which you run. So if you are crawling, always remember, you will meet people that are crawling. And it will look like all that it is to life is crawling. That is one thing that used to kill people. People that surround you will make it look like that is the normal way to live. So you will see a lot of association of crawlers because they can't go beyond that. The moment you stand up and want to start walking, you will sound rebellious, you will look rebellious, but you only walk for a while. You start seeing another company of people that are walking. That means that you've left crawlers. They look very much at the back, but you could not see the people that are walking until you started walking. And once you start walking, you join the company of people that are walking. Now you know that, oh, so there's something called walking. So there are a lot of people actually walking and they are comfortable. The moment you feel like, I want to start running, you will sound rebellious, like, can't you just be walking? And once you start running, you will only run for a while. You will meet people that are running. The moment you feel like you don't want to run, you want to jump, or let's say you want to fly, you only fly for a while. You see people that are flying and you join their company. If you feel like, oh, flying is a bit not what I am called for, I want to soar, you see people that are in that direction. So it's not a problem. You will always find your tribe. Find your tribe and connect to them, or else the current tribe that you are in, they are the one that will make you feel. Because imagine you want to be running in the association of crawlers. You run a bit, you wait for them, they crawl and meet you. You will get tired. You just, let's continue crawling. But the moment you want to, like, this run, I will run it. Whether it looks like I'm leaving it behind, I will run it till I meet company of runners. That's why you see that, oh, you now start attending events. You start saying that, oh, so there are students that attend events like this. Also, there are students that get grants like this. So there are students that get to pitch their business. Oh, so there are people that are getting global opportunities like this. So there are even students that are traveling out of the country, even as an undergraduate. You won't see that because you were with the Association of Crawlers. So it's very important that you take those things. So, like I said, first, problem solving, make sure you know how to solve problems. Communication, very important. And the third one is sales. Learn how to sell and market yourself. And the fourth one is association or community. It's super important that you also learn that. I don't know if anyone has gotten value. I think I will have to stop there because of time. I really apologize for taking so much of time tonight. Thank you so much. I don't know if there's
Wow.
questions.
Wow, wow, wow. Please, guys, can we just show our appreciation, please? I don't know about you, but this has been explosive. Wow. We are super grateful. Thank you so much, sir. I have learned. I don't know about anybody else, but I have learned so much. This has been so eye-opening. Thank you so much, sir. We have been so helped. Thank you very much. We can just take one burning question. If you have one burning question, let's just see your hands raised if you'd like to unmute and ask, or if you'd like to type it on the chat. Just one burning question before we move along. But wow, no, I thank you so much. My value is not determined by the stage of life that I am in. It's determined by my identity, rather. It's not determined by the stage of life I am in. It's determined by the value I can bring to the table. That was so profound. Thank you so much. So, if no one is asking a question, I think I have something, and I believe this will cut across everyone. You mentioned that regarding the fact that even while in school, you were able to do very well at school while still manage, the entrepreneurship. So my question is going to be, how did you balance that? Balancing, putting yourself out there and making sure that you're maximizing all the opportunities you're seeing around you and still showing up to school and studies, because, that is also important, ensuring that you come out with a good grade. So that will be my question, sir. And I think there's one other question, and maybe if I ask them together so we can possibly take them at once. So Esther is asking that, how do you start with no capital? So actually, sir, our program, there are some people who are on the clarity track who don't currently have a business, but they have an idea that they are working towards starting. So Esther is saying that, how do you start with no capital when you are still struggling? So maybe those two questions. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thank you so much once again for having me. So the first question is, how do you balance, or how did I balance um my, should I call it, entrepreneurial journey while on campus? One thing that I want you to know is that nobody sets the standard, and I think that's also another extreme to how people practice entrepreneurship on campus. As much as you want to say that you're an entrepreneur, also realize that you're an entrepreneur within a student environment. So you're not as free as everybody that can do anything. So one thing I do is that you set your parameters. You set what does success look like to you. That does not mean that you are limiting yourself. It just means that you are being wise because you have a primary assignment on campus. So what I do is that, let's say this one is, I have some people at that time that you look up to, and sometimes you can have inspiration overdose. Like you can be so inspired. That's why a lot of people actually burst out and they feel like, this student thing is not for me again, because they feel like I should be doing more. Sometimes you should not be doing more. You should just be doing the one you can do. Wood says that you have to be selling 50,000 products because you read it in a book. Because you have to be selling 50,000 products. You know that this person that is telling you and training you to be selling 50,000 products, they are not in the level of life that you are in. That you are an entrepreneur, you still have a primary assignment. So it's like somebody that just gave birth to a child and is listening to how to start a business, how to scale a business, and they're like, you travel from year to year. That particular point, it's not in a way restriction, but you have to use wisdom to manage that entire information. For example, there are some periods that I know that these are peak period of my academics. I don't do so much at that time. Some I outsource it. That's why I have a very strong community. It's one of the things that I mentioned, that you should have community of people. Sometimes I am not the one doing the design. There was a period, like I said, I was the fellowship president. I was the coordinator of my fellowship for about 3 years. Yeah, at that time. And there was a period where I was out on a mission. We had a conference outside the state. While I was outside the state, my business was still going on because I was able to communicate to a few people that I know they are free at that time. They were the one helping me to deliver things. And while I was outside of the state, I was still getting those things delivered because this is also a very important assignment. So what I would say in terms of uh, delivery is that balance. Make sure that you are not, for example, imagine you're following me, you are seeing everything I'm doing, and you want to do the same. So you too, you want to be at this place, you want to be at this way. You eventually you affect you will affect so much because you are not where I am. You have academics to deal with. So that's why I said define your success. It's not every time you have to be outside there. Define your success by still not restricting yourself, but set parameters. Also have a good schedule. I used to say that one thing that also helped me is that I don't behave like every other student. You will see that when I was explaining about crawlers and people that are walking, you realize that their pursuit is different. Imagine a student entrepreneur that is doing the same thing that a non-student or non-entrepreneur is doing. You affect yourself. Oh, so they are going out. You too, you have to go out. You need to cut out on some time so that you can have a lot of time for yourself, right? Let's say, for example, if they need to wake up at a particular time and you as a student, we are all going to lecture by 8 o'clock. I need to take some products along in lecture. Somebody that does not take a product alongside in lecture can wake 1 hour before lecture. I cannot wake 1 hour before lecture. That's the balance. It means that this person can do it. Imagine I'm not joining the person and I wake 1 hour and I'm like, I cannot fry chin chin. You affected yourself because you just compared yourself to somebody that does not have any other thing to do. So understanding that, okay, sometimes I will not go with you people everywhere you're going. Sometimes those loitering around campus for about 2 hours, sometimes you will not do that. Once you are done, you want to go because you have an order to fulfill. So it more like it kind of structure your life in a way that you will still excel academically. You sometimes it is the important things that you focus on. Some places you should not be there. Some entertainment places you should not be there. In fact, you have to cut down even some movie, some relaxing time. I'm not saying you should not relax, but it will take so much because obviously you are earning more than them. You are getting something different from them. So why will you still expect? You have to sacrifice something for it. So those are the two things. One, I don't set beyond myself, understanding that I'm a student, and secondly, I prioritize my schedule, knowing fully well that I'm not the same with everybody. I'm a special student, and I must behave specially. So that's the first one. Then second question is that how do you start when you don't have capital? I have like a framework. It's like a three-stage framework that I have. Number one is that you need to determine the kind of industry that you want to focus on. Oh, let's say agriculture. Secondly, you need to go and find somebody that does it. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't do. If you find somebody that does something and you want to do it for them for free, it improves or increases your chance of getting paid for that thing because of experience. Really, it is experience that people pay for. Most of the time, they want to know that you can do this thing. So if you say, I want to start a business, for example, I know a couple of people like this that they are hinting in some places in terms of fashion because they don't have machine or they don't have the money to buy machine. Remember the one I told you, you can use that one. But if you feel like that one is a bit extreme, you don't want to go that way, you can decide to find. Yeah, so sorry about that. Like I said, somebody you wanted to help for free might probably uh started their business, maybe probably even started their business without money. You are gaining network at that place, you are gaining information, you are gaining experience. And in a way, it gives you a kind of leverage to start your own. So I said, number one, make sure that you know the industry. Learn about that industry practically. There's always somebody doing it. Find somebody to go and serve. And once you are able to serve, you can even have a good footing to start something. What did they call this thing? This thing that the Igbo does, that it does, or that they do. What's the name of that thing? Is it I've forgotten that name. Yeah, apprenticeship. Thank you. That apprenticeship. What's it called? There's a way you can put yourself in it, and you're a student. If you're not paying me, at least I can determine my time. You can find somebody that is in the agriculture space. Just tell them you want to work for them. I was a graphic designer. I worked with about 9 NGOs while I was in Ilorin. I can count them. Some are folded up now. Some are still in operation. 9 NGOs. That's even how I was able to develop portfolio, because can I be designing just anything that does not exist? They are dummy designs, but NGOs, they are always looking for graphic designer. Oh, this person. From 2016, this person, I started designing for them. This person, I started designing for them. So my portfolio that I put in for even my first paid job, it was all the design that I've gathered from my NGO work down to my campus fellowship. Those are the things I put together and presented it because I served. They didn't pay me, but from there I was able to get a lot of money from other people. So it matters. Find the idea, serve, and most importantly, start pushing it out. And the second thing would be that you can fund your business through a lot of people. If you believe that your friends believe in you, sincerely, they can give you money. Your family can give you money. I put that thing out one time like that, and a lot of people feel like I started getting a lot of testimonials from it that really you've not told. There's a kind of seriousness that you speak to people, even your family, about that they will understand that this thing is very important and you want to go into it. I am telling you, it's very important. You can do that. But if you feel like, oh, I can't even get the money, if you can save it. And lastly, I would say this is, or the last thing I would say is that one of my mentors taught me something about financial plan. That some of us, even as student entrepreneurs, when you want to start a business, you always look at the highest form. Oh, you want to begin your fashion game like Vicky James. You want to go and start. You want to go and rent an apartment, then start doing all this massive style, something that they will sell for maybe 3 million. You are just deceiving yourself. He said, have the plan, preserve it. So, for example, everything that will cost me to set up a fashion taste that I want, a fashion business that I want, is going to be 10 million naira. That is fine. He said, then the next one, reduce that amount and see by 50%, 5 million. What can 5 million do? If I get 5 million today, write that plan there. That 5 million, cut it again. Let's say it's like a scenario. Let's say if I get 200,000 naira, what can I do in this thing? It's not possible something 200,000 I cannot do in that thing. That same 200,000 naira, still cut it to the point that you feel like, okay, if I get 50,000 naira today, 50,000 naira is the threshold. If I get 50,000 naira today, what can it do in this vision of 10 million? Or you can still get a little material that I can use to test, even if it's for a baby, and I can take a picture and post it. Then let me start there. So that will not keep me. Yes, it's like an MVP, minimum viable product. That does not keep me on the spot of waiting for 10 million because I wait for forever. Meanwhile, this 50,000, if I double it, is 100K. If I double it, it's 200. Am I not getting closer to my goal already? I'm still preserving the vision because I know I'm going to become somebody like this. But in a way, I'm changing okay, so I need to buy a machine. Now, I only have 50,000. I can only buy material. Where can I get machine? Oh, I don't have a good phone. Who has a good phone? You're now cutting cost. You will still, does that mean that Vicky James now borrow phone to snap? She does not have machine. Those things are still there, but I can only buy material with 50,000. I need somebody with iPhone. I might have to disturb them for 2 weeks before they answer me. But eventually, when they answer me, they will give me their phone. I will take picture. I can ask somebody that has machine, please, I just want to, when they now answer me, I'll get the machine. When everything aligns together, I get my first product out. Nobody will know that I borrowed phone to snap it or I borrowed the machine to sew it. At the end of the day, I still got it and I was able to present it. So that's how to do it without money.
Wow, thank you. So, round of applause, please, everyone. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being a trailblazer and for coming here to share your knowledge, your wealth of experience. We are so grateful for your time and for your advice. And my notebook is full. I have so much written down. I mean, I can show you all. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate it. So before you go, we wouldn't mind if you can share your socials, perhaps any way we can reach you just to connect, if you don't mind, sir. Maybe in the chat, and then we would be so honored to connect with you. Thank you so much. Please, everyone, a round of applause, please, guys. A round of applause, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. Guys, wow. What was that? That was so good. I have so much written down. Amazing. Thank you so much. Wow. So let me just one line. If you could say what are you taking away from this session? Just give me one line in the chat. Just one line. Wow. Thank you, sir. We are super grateful. This was so good. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Can we see just one line quickly? Just put one line in and let's see. What are you taking away? What are you taking away? And I like that there was something that he mentioned. I don't know if you caught it, that there's so much more there's so much more to value than the money you have in your account. You know, he was saying, thank you so much. Okay, we have his social media, so please feel free to connect with him on social media. But he was saying, because he mentioned internships, you can add value to yourself based on the value that you expect to give to other people. So money value is so much more than money. Even when you feel like you don't have, the money, the requisite capital, but you can be building your network, you can be building your connections, you can be adding value, going for internships, uh, building your community. Wow, thank you so much, sir. We really are so grateful. Okay, Jessica is saying that every journey in life, you will meet people at the same momentum you are. That was something for me too. That totally blew my mind. That the reason why you might be crawling, it could just be because of the people that you surround yourself with. That was a table broken. It was table breaking. That was just it. So important to ensure that you are surrounding yourself with people who are at the same pace, as you are. Thank you so much. Esther is saying, don't start big, start now. Wow. Don't start big, start now. That is amazing. I am an entrepreneur first. That's another thing for me. I'm an entrepreneur first before a student. If you solve a problem, nobody asks, are you a student? They just want to know, how much do you want me to pay for it? So thank you so much. We are so grateful. Wow. That was so amazing. Please, one more round of applause as we go on to the next session. Thank you so much, everyone, for being around and for being so attentive. Thank you. At this juncture, would be moving on to a very exciting announcement. A very, very exciting announcement. If you recollect, our speaker spoke around the importance of adding value to yourself, internships and all of that. So that is a beautiful segue into the next, section of well, practically done, but just for this, exciting announcement that we have coming up. I would like to bring up again Leader Benny. Leader Benny, are you still with us? Leader Benny. Okay, she's here. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ayobami. That was oh wow. It was such a wonderful session. It was honestly a wonderful session, and I feel like you kind of picked into the thing that we wanted to share before this program ended, right? It was just so spot on. If you did not write any notes, I have nothing to say to you. If you know anybody that missed out on this session, tell them that they should go and look for the replay. after this program because this was packed. Now, on to the next segment. So basically, we are going to be introducing you to something because we don't want our relationship to end just here. We have a structure in place that we can what's the word? We want to introduce you to something that will help us build our relationship beyond this program, beyond this 2-week program. And at the beginning of this program, we told you that we believe that the next generation of innovators will not come from boardrooms, but they will come from the classroom. And our mission is to equip every young entrepreneur with the skills, structures, and mentorship they would need to grow their business ideas into sustainable ventures, right? And I also want us to go with the mindset that we are not just building businesses. We are not just here in the business of building businesses. We are also shaping the future of how business is run in Africa. This has like an impact beyond the now. It has impact beyond your business. It speaks even beyond Nigeria as a whole and into Africa, right? And we expressed our goal, which was to create a student-led hub. And why this is important is because this is what we're going to go into, speaking about the student-led hub, right? That empowers young entrepreneurs to turn their business ideas into real sustainable ventures. I know over the past 2 weeks, we've been able to achieve all of this, to meet you where you are and to give you the knowledge and the resources you need to run your business successfully and to help you to design a business that runs with clarity, build it and scale your business. And our core values: collaboration over competition, integrity, respect, innovation and originality, and professionalism. All throughout our programs, all throughout our different breakout sessions, this has been echoed time and time again, right? I know that our target audience is obviously undergraduate students. I am saying all of this basically to lead us to the conversation of what is next after this program. What is next? Are we just going to leave you and just leave you hanging? How are we going to know that some of you actually started your business? How are we going to know that your businesses were actually impacted from this session, right? So the first thing that we have is our post-program mentorship, right? And internship opportunities. Some of us that were on the call with our leader on, was it Friday, would know about the mentorship, right? So if you were told to reach out to me for the mentorship, I'll be sharing a form, fill it. If you're also interested in the mentorship and if you're interested in internship opportunities, let me just even speak more about the internship opportunities. Our keynote speaker just mentioned that if you do not have the one of the ways that you can acquire skills and even acquire resources before starting your business is one of the routes that you can use is internship opportunities. So this internship opportunity is for you to work alongside an already existing business and sit under them and see how they are running their own business so that you can not replicate their business in your business, but replicate the what's the word that we use now? The ability to run your own business, the technical know-how of running your business, right? Replicate it into your own business. That's the purpose of this internship opportunity, right? So if you're interested, please fill the form. A form will be shared shortly. It will be shared shortly with us. Fill the form right about now if you're interested in mentorship and the internship opportunity. However, let me just give you a note, not note of warning, but just a side note. Not everyone will be picked because there are limited slots. So that's why you have to wow us with your reason for why you want to, access this mentorship opportunity or internship opportunity. There are limited slots. And then the next thing on the agenda is talking about the Student Entrepreneurship Hub. This is the most important part of this program, right? Yes, we taught you. Yes, you were empowered. Yes, you learned a lot. But we do not just want this to end with you. We want it to go even towards your campus. You've heard everything that our keynote speaker mentioned today. This is not just for you. Other student entrepreneurs on your campus, right? So the point of this hub, right, is for you to take this program to your various campuses so that other student entrepreneurs can be empowered. Now, you might be asking me how, right? This is just a 2-week program. Are we just going to go and be advertising, oh, come and join this program? No. what we are proposing to you is that we know that a number of universities are represented here. So what you are going to be doing is you will go back to your school and you will plant a hub. How are you going to be planting a hub? You're going to be representing us. It's going to be like we like call it a club, a sort of club, right? So you guys will be coming together and we'll be empowering you, providing resources, providing mentorship, right? Providing because you've experienced us, you already know the wisdom that sits here. So you have access to this wisdom. And even you that you've been a part of this program, you've been empowered to a certain extent, and you're even able to pour out onto other students in your campuses. So that's the point of this hub. It's like a community in your campus, right? So you get to be a part of the founding and leadership team at your campus. I would like to know which schools are being represented here. I would like to see in the chat section, which school are you coming from? I would like to see which school is being represented here. Oh, Ajibola Precious says I should come again with internship opportunity. So what I meant by the internship opportunity, so basically you want to, it's like, will I say an apprenticeship, basically sitting under someone and you are seeing how they are running their business. You are learning how to run a business live and direct. Now, so for the schools being represented here, we have Federal University of Lafayette, we have LASU Ed, which other school? Last we have plenty here. Ekiti State University, Enugu State University of Science and Technology. So yes, you get to take this. You get to take us back to your campus. You get to take us back at your campus, and we'll be represented there. Even this program would, because now it's no longer, if we're doing this again, it will not just be a 2-week program again. We would expand the curriculum, we will expand it so that it's much more impactful for you. You've already tasted, so you now know, okay, the value that we give. So you can take this back to your university, you can take this back to your various campuses, right? So this is your chance to not only empower other students, entrepreneurs, but to join forces to rewrite the narrative of businesses in Africa. You remember on day one, Leader Praise mentioned that many businesses in Africa do not survive beyond the 5-year mark. This is our mission, to change that narrative, right? We are not just, at the beginning, I was telling you that we are not here to play. We are not just here because we feel like organizing a program. There's a bigger agenda behind what we are doing, and that's to rewrite the narrative of how businesses are run in Africa, especially student entrepreneurs, right? There's this whole, narrative that student entrepreneurs, they just run five businesses. They are just running, they will start a business, end it, because they are looking for money, looking for the next big hits. They are not patient enough to sit at sit on that business idea that they have until it is fully formed. So now, how can you be a part of this, right? First of all, you've completed the first part. Congratulations to you. Complete this 2-week student entrepreneurship program. You get to be, this already gives you access to being a leader for this at your various campuses. And now the next thing for you to do is to fill our post-program assessment. So yes, that assessment is basically for you to review the program. But at the end of the form, you would see a place for you to indicate interest of whether you would love to be part of the leadership of that hub. Then after that, you would receive an email to join the community group chat. And then you join the community group chat, and from there, we'll begin communications with you. I encourage every single one of us to be a part of this, especially for all those of us that we believe that this program has been truly impactful for us. I encourage every single one of us to be a part of it. Don't hoard what you've gotten here. If this is what we've been able to achieve in just how many days? I know we are saying 2 weeks, but in reality, it has just been 5 days. It has honestly just been 5 days. And you've heard the feedback, you've heard what we've received. If this is the value you've been able to get for these 5 days, now imagine if we are now sitting in your schools, if we are now sitting in your universities. We are not, I don't say we are not gaining anything from you, but you're not exchanging it for money. This is completely free. So I encourage us to take advantage of it, because not only does it look good on you, you're empowering other students, and this is also going to affect Africa at large in the grand scheme of things. Right? Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this program. we couldn't have done this without you. You participated, you went all out, you allowed yourself to be challenged. We've built together, we've grown, and now we would scale, right? And we'd also love to be in touch with you. We'd love to be in touch with you even after this program. We'd love to know your progress. So if at any point in time you receive an email that's about, you know, how the progress you've made so far in your business, please do not hesitate to, you know, to respond. We would really appreciate that. We would really, really appreciate that. And I also want to say thank you to all of our partners. You know, this would have been possible without this would have been possible without our partners. You know, there were people that partnered to, yes, we have our team, right? But there are people that partnered to bring the resources we'll be sharing with you, after this program, especially for those who came out top of this program, right? I just want to say a big thank you to them, And then I would love to encourage us to go follow. I'll go to our Instagram page and hit that follow button. There are a number of us here on this call, so I would love for us to follow the ELC_impact on Instagram for more updates. I know we've been posting, so go there, follow the page, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. As you can see, some sessions have gone up already. Today's session is definitely going to go up. At least before tomorrow, there should be something there, because this has been an impactful session. I encourage everyone to go back and re-listen. So please, let's go back and follow our Instagram page and our YouTube. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a good day. Please, you can take over.
Thank you so much, Leader Benny. Thank you guys for being so attentive. So we are officially at the end of today's program, guys. Thank you. And we are so grateful to the ELC team. We're grateful to our partners. We're grateful to I know we have a couple of ELC members here. I may not be able to read out everyone's names, but I can see a lot of us around. Thank you for coming out to support this program. We're grateful for your presence. If we're able to, I don't know, put on let's take a quick screenshot before we go. Is that something we can do? Is this something that we can do? Can we put on our videos? Let's take a quick screenshot. Let's do that quickly in the next, okay. In the next 30 seconds. So everyone, in the next 30 seconds, where are we? Let me know. If you cannot put it on, let me know. Let's just quickly, so we can, okay, great. I can see Hepzibah. All right, let's see. Quickly, guys, quickly. Let's take a quick screenshot. Graduation picture. I can see Kaula, thank you. Guys, okay, yes, Esther Sampson. All right, let's quickly do that. Maureen is about to leave. Oh, can we quickly do it before Maureen leaves? Or are you leaving already? Let's see. I'll count down to 15. Let me give you guys 15 more seconds. Then I'll take the screenshot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want me to wait for you, say wait for me. 11, 12. Just smile. Just smile. Put on your camera and just smile. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13. Nobody's saying wait for me. Okay. 13, 14. We'll take our picture without you. 13, 14. My baton has turned his own on. Esther is not saying wait for me. Esther doesn't want to show in her picture. Esther Cookie, no problem. 13, 14. Okay.
Oh, my
Now,
video is having issues. I'm trying to turn it on. But you
your
can
video is
go
having
on.
issue. Oh,
I'm sure that.
sorry. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Sorry. when we'll Photoshop you. Okay, wait, you're already here. Okay, 15. All right, everybody, your best smile. Let's go. Yay! Give yourselves another round of applause. Class of November. Are we still November? Yes. Class of November 2025. Well done. Congratulations. You guys have done so well. We can't wait to hear all the great exploits from all your businesses. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. Don't forget to send us emails. Don't forget to comment, subscribe to our YouTube. Keep in touch. We want to hear from you. Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye, guys.